Good evening, everybody. This is the video for today. In today's video, we'll be building our first business model. The model will be basically it's going to be a very basic model. We're going to be using some basic tools. We're going to be building a model that predicts how many customers will the company have the next 10 years. So we're going to be building more like a calculator, a life calculator, a business calculator that will predict how many customers a certain company or a new company will have in the next 10 years. So we're going to use everything we've learned so far. We've learned about some function, we've learned about the average function, we've learned about the percentage, average function, multiplication function, subtraction function, and the rest. So now we're going to be using in today's video all together. We're going to bring up all those skills we've learned before we bring everything together. We used to build a model. So now what is that was exactly the model. A model is more like a calculator, something that easily calculates. Just imagine a model as something that calculator that is built on the Excel software. That's a model. That's a model. A calculator or a real life calculator is built on the Excel software. No worry, don't bother too much about the definition. As we go deeper, you'll be able to see the meaning of model as time goes on. So for now, we're going to build a model that will calculate how many customers will the company have in the next 10 years. I will together. So with that on our mind, we'll be okay. Alright, so we're going to build this. So this is the typical model. This is the model we're building. This is the model we are going to build. We're going to build it from scratch. The only copy we're going, the only data we're going to use is this. We want to know. We're going to have, we're building a model that will predict how many customers a company will have in the next 10 years. So we're going to have, we need some basic data, like the how many customers the company have, how many customers do they have per year, how many customers normally leave their company per year. So that's already data we're going to impute. After that, we'll build the model. Alright, so let me copy this and then get into a new page. Alright, so we've copied that. Let's copy it here. Alright, so I've copied that already. So now, if you observe, the first data we have here is how many customers the company have for now. They have 100 customers. Now you check how many customers do they have per year. They have 20 customers per year. And how many? The meaning of churn rate means what's the rate of quitting? Like how many customers quit the company in a year. So this 0.15 means 15 people leave the company in 1 year. That's just the rate. It's basically okay. Let me put it this way: how many quitted customer 15, quitting rates the quitting rate will now be what? Quitting rate, let's say quitting rate is 0.15. That is 15 divided by 100. What's the 100? The 100 is the starting customers altogether. So that's the quitting rate. But in the official business work, this is known as the churn rate, not cheating rate. It's known as not quitting rate. It's known as the churn rate. But let us call it the quitting rate for sake of this video. So right. So we know the number of customers they have at the beginning. We know how many customers they have per year. We know how many customers quit every year. And we also know the quitting rate. What's the rate at which they quit the company. So what are we building? We want to discover how many new customers will they have at the end of how many new customers will they have at the end of 10 years? How many customers will they have? What will be their new customers base at the end of 10 years? Altogether, please let me confirm something. Okay. Alright. So how many customers are they going to have at the end of 10 years? That we're going to how we want to predict. We want to know how many customers will quit at the end of 10 years and how many will remain at the end of 10 years. So that's what we're building today. I want to predict. So let's get into the business. So for example, let's say year one, okay, we're using 10 years, Abby. So let's write 10 years. So this is a year, so let's create 10 years. 10. Let's count from 1 to 10. Now this should be. I think that even drag it down is giving us 1. I know we want it to be 1 to 10 altogether. Instead of okay, let me do it this way. So year one now. This is year one. We want to type it from year one to year 10. So naturally we are typing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. But you can easily drag it down in Excel and to bring it out for you. If you observe, after dragging it down, it is bringing out 1. In order to change that, you just come here, click on this drop down arrow. Click on it, then change to field series. Field series. Now you see now it has changed from 1 to 10 altogether. So that's that. So after that, you can check starting customers. This is solar for starting customers. This is starting customers altogether. Then we want to know how many customers are okay. How many customers do we have each year? So we have place for new customers, new customers. Then we also have another place for the quitting customers. How many of them are quitting? Quitting customers, number of quitting customers, and we also want to have how many of them are okay. Okay, we have quitting customers, so we want to know how many will remain. There's another column for remaining customers all together. So that is remaining customers. So we're going to build this model. This model now, this is a model. We're building it from scratch. You can see. Okay, let me show you one magic now. You see, if I change this value as here, this start number, the number of customers they used to start. I change this value to let's say 120. The value here will change automatically without me touching it. Should we see? The value at this place it will change automatically without me touching it. By changing the value that is here, it will change automatically here. Let me show you. Now let's change here to 120. That's right. Okay, let's say 120. Press enter. Do you see that the value has changed? All the values in this place change automatically. Let's press Ctrl Z. Do you see that? Not only this value has changed, all the values changed automatically on their own. That is a model for you. A model will predict something based on the data you input into it. So this is that's the power of a model. So let's say for example, okay, we'll talk more on that later. We'll talk more on that later. So let's continue. So now our starting customers. How many customers do we have for now? Okay, yeah, the customers we have here is 100. So instead of 100, you write is equals to C. You press enter. All together is equals to C. You press enter. Now you see new customers. How many customers do we have per year? We see that it is equals. You see is equals to what? Is equals to this guy. This is the number of customers we have per year. Please note. Don't write 100 though. Don't write 100. Yeah, I think yeah, all you want to do is to press equals to, then you type here. Why wouldn't like that? Is because so that when we are changing the value that is here, let's say 120 now, the value that is in this place will automatically change on its own. Are we together now? If I change here to 100 now, the value here will automatically change on its own. Hope you're observing. Let's change it to like 150 now. Here will automatically change on its own. So that's why I say don't write 100 with your keyboard. Eh? Let it be like that. All you want to do is write equals to, then come here and click on this 100 here. That's all. Altogether. So we're building a model. So you're not going to write too much things. So yeah, we say is equals to okay, is equals to yes. This place number of customers per year. Then quit because how many customers quit per year? We have we have 15, Abby. We have 15. So we want to you say is equals to what? So instead of writing 15, you can simply say this times the rate times 100. You still get 15. Understand? So just the rate, the quitting rate times the time starting customers, you still get 15 altogether. So that's that for that. So now remaining customers, what the remaining customers you say is equals to what? Is equals to this guy minus okay look sorry this guy plus this one minus quitting customers. So at the end of year one, they should have 105 customers remaining altogether. So that's that. So as usual, you can drag this one down and Excel will automatically replace the formulas for you. Now, do you observe something? That after dragging this one down, after dragging this one down, it is giving us two stupid values. It's giving us 2015, 0.15, and what is it doing? It is simply copying the formulas that are here and bringing it here. What it's doing by dragging it down. But what we want, what we want to calculate the number of customers it will have in year two. How do we do it? We know automatically that the number of customers that it will have in year two is the remaining customers it has here in year one. Are we together? So what we just have to do here, just say is equals to what? Is equals to this one that is here. That's all. Is equals to this one that is here. Now, and so now you can really drag it down and to show it to tell you the number of customers you have. Okay, I think it's showing 0 0 0 0. Why is it showing 0? Because here have not been filled. The main places have not been filled. All together. This is about they've not been filled yet. Not been filled yet. So we've done that. We've done that. So now let's drag this one down. It is 20 customers per year. 20 customers per year, meaning every year they have 20 new customers every year. When I drag this one down, it is giving me 15 0.5. It's the same thing is happening here. It is bringing out the values that are here and copying it here. We don't want that. We want it to tell us that it's only 15 customers we're having every year. That's what we want it to show us. So what do we do? Whenever we talk about locking a role, how to lock a row, that we're going to here, we'll lock this row. We'll lock this row so that it will bring out only 20 when we drag it down. All together. So how do you lock a row? You put a dollar sign in between the number and the letter and press enter. All together. So now we've locked that row already. Now let's drag it down again. What do you see? You see now all of them are 20 now. All of them are 20. Now that's that and that. So now the quoting customers. The quoting customers is what? 0.15 times the starting customers. So here is the quoting. The formula here we use. The formula we use here is this is okay. We clicked here times what? Times C2. No, this should be wrong. This is wrong. It's supposed to be the starting customers times what? The quitting rate times the starting customers. Press enter. Alright, I will together. So you're going to press you might have an issue here, but let me just correct this for you. So it's going to be equals to the quitting rate is what? This one. Then times you know how to get your time now, that is star. Then the starting customers is what? 100. Then you press enter. I will together. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. So if you observe now, if you drag this one down, actually that is showing us 0 0 0 0 0 0. Why? Because for for this part, if you look at this formula that is here, it is showing us C6. Yes, C6 is what? Zero. This is C6. This is zero. Altogether, this is zero. Zero times any number will always give you zero. I go together now. So now, but we don't want it to be multiplying zero. We want it to multiply only 0.15 times the starting customer. So here again, we are going to lock this number so that it will not change this number for any reason. So you lock the formula. You lock it. You lock that row. Then press enter again. Then now let's see. If you drag it down, what do you see? Are you seeing that it gave us the value for the first two? I think I gave us the value for the first two altogether. Why is only the first two given us the value? Because we have only starting customers for this. We only have starting customers for year one and year two. We not starting customers for the remaining one yet. Alright, so now for this place here, it is the remaining. If you drag this one down, where they have the formula in here already. That is this plus this minus this. Where they have the formula behind this in here already. Now you can drag it down. The formula will replicate itself. Now if you drag it down, if you drag it down finish and you observe that all the table will fill automatically. Watch. Are you seeing now all the table are filled on their own automatically? Why? Because this young man here was waiting for this place to be filled. I wait together. This place was waiting for this place to be filled because that's the value to put in here. So now this guy is waiting for. Okay, after getting this value, putting this value, putting this value, and putting this value. So this 105, it's what is here. That is what is here. Then this 20 is constant. You see this 15.75. It is 0.15 times 105. So this value here is depending on this value here. Then this value here is depending on the value that is here, and this value is depending on this value, and so on and so forth. That's how the cycle keeps going. That is a model for you. It will automatically that's how it works. It works. They depend on themselves. They get value from themselves altogether, and by so doing, we have a model that can calculate the number of customers we have at the end of 10 years. So now, if you look at it now, how many customers are we going to have at the end of 10 years? It's going to be what? See, this is 125 customers. After as when we have at the rate of when we have customers that are going at the rate of 0.15%, or altogether have 0.15 rather. So at the end of 10 years, this company is predicted to have 125 customers. Of course, you're going to ignore the decimal because there's no way you can do decimal for people altogether. So at the end of 10 years, this company should have 125 customers. But I know you. Oh, sorry, the remaining customers are supposed to be 126. The remaining customers will be 126 altogether. So this number of customers that the company should have at the end of 10 years. So you might be wondering in your mind, and you'll be like, this is too simple to happen in real life. Yes, you are correct. It's too simple to happen in real life because things happen in real life, things change. Nothing in life is constant altogether. So this is bound to happen. Things are bound to change in real life. So this might not actually happen in real life. But how do we not calculate it for situations whereby maybe government policies come into play and then it affects our quoting rates, it affects our number of customers per year, or it affects our starting customers for the company. Different things can happen at the end of the year. So how do we calculate in the presence of such change, such variable changes? How do you calculate number of customers at the end of 10 years in the presence of such number of changes? So in that scenario, we're going to use what's known as sensitivity analysis. What do you call it? Sensitivity analysis. We'll talk more on this later, but sensitivity analysis is a more complex topic. But if you continue with us, we'll discuss more on that later. So for now, I believe we've built our model already. So let's test our model. Let's change this value to 150. What do you observe? Do you observe that the values change? Yes, the values are changing. So now, if they start with the customers of with a customer of 150, 150 at the end of 10 years, they should have. Okay, this is wrong. This the quitting rate here is supposed to be okay. The quitting rate here is supposed to be 105. It's supposed to be 15. Okay. Yes, that's correct now. That's correct. That's correct. It's correct. So the quitting rate. So if you observe that if they start with a customer of 150 customers, at the end of 10 years, if they keep losing customers, if they keep losing customers at the rate of 0.15, at the rate of 0.15, at the end of 10 years they would have been in loss. They will have 136 customers left altogether. So, but of course, you want to increase the starting customers by this. Okay, so if we're losing 50, okay, yes, that's correct. Increase starting customers by this. And here you see now we have starting customers by 150 altogether, and the values are changing. They are growing up inclusively. So that's that on that. See you when I see you again.